first in flight, North Carolina. Okay, confirmation. Here, the city of Oaks. Raleigh. North Carolina Museum of History collection gathered by Fredo merged in 1902 with the state artifacts to create Hall of History moved here. State Capitol on Union Square, 1840. Sharon De Silva here in North Carolina, State Capitol. Here's a war memorial from World War II. The usual memorial for the fallen here in where the people of this state fought during the wars. And the parks are usually commemorating the memorials of the fallen, dead. State Capitol in Raleigh of North Carolina is a state capitol police car. Trooper of North Carolina Highway Patrol. It's a very unusual state capitol here. The state capitol building has been earmarked for National Historic Landmark. It has a national significance honored, inscribed in 1974. State capitol here in North Carolina. A pedestal with George Washington here. Antonio Canova has sculptured that in memory of revolutionary governors. The state, very, I should say, very simple and very elegant state building. Compared to many of the state capitals here in okay. State capitol here at United States, North Carolina. State flag and state flag, Union flag. Capitol is mainly hosting the original state rooms and the functioning state representatives halls, and the assembly is actually outside. It's pretty interesting here at the state building. A wheelbarrow here loaded up with firewood is actually being wheeled up these steps by the African American slaves during the period of hardship, the early part of the constitutional formation the state of North Carolina. Now, as you can see, as it's chipped and worn out, is from the wheelbarrow, which presumably the research shows that it may have been wheeled up and down, carrying firewood to heat up the state building here, and hence why that example up there. Now, the building is mainly a museum portion here. Mostly, as you can see, the functioning State House or State Department is down the mall, and that's the old part of the Senate House of Representatives, and their old part of the function, how it was. Okay, as you can see here, there's a fireplace, a firewood. Senate representatives would have sat here formulating the portions and parts of the constitutional and the legislative government of North Carolina. House of Senate representatives would have sat here from 1840, and that's where they would have formulated a lot of the constitutional documents or the constitutional formulas of laws and other legal instruments would have been drawn up here, here at this House of Senate Representatives. It goes back to 1840 to 1961. 50 members of the North Carolina Senate met in this chamber. Yeah, so for 121 years they would have been here at this Senate Representative Chamber. There's a House of Commons from the 1840, where the House of Commons would have been the same formula as British law. Hence why it was House of Commons from 1840 to 1961, and hence now it's what it became later House of Representatives here in Raleigh. These are Eastern Seaboard states, and this would have had a lot of British influence from the old times, from 18th to 19th century. 1840 to 1961, once again, the House of Commons, or what do you call it, House of Representatives now. Yes, 120 members of the North Carolina was formed of the House of Commons. House of Commons, or House of Representatives, as you would call it later on here in the States. Today, it's just a quiet place, not as active as it was from early 40s right the way through to 1961. This would have been the balcony where the common citizens would have been able to come here, listen to what legislative instruments have been drawn up here. There's a library. Today, these library heritage has been replaced by iPads and information to hand. at the convenience of anybody from anywhere in the world. The modern day technology has advanced the human population across the world to a greater knowledge and awareness of the world affairs and knowledge of our world. Yet, very few tend to use it to the advantages of their intelligence. See the potential that we have with the modern technology and the library like this here. The information would have been just confined to this library and to the elite at the time of government then. Again, the gallery where the public would have been here hearing and listening to House of Commons debate and dialogue. These are a gallery view of the Senate representatives here at Raleigh State Capitol. Here at the state capitol of North Carolina, at the Senate Representative Chamber here in Raleigh. You're at the Geologists Chamber or the Geologists Survey Society of North Carolina. Fabulous. The old sink, a wash basin, a cigar extinguishing pan with sand in there, stones, a lot of references and geological research has been carried out here in this area of North Carolina, since its mountains and old land space. Fantastic. Once again, a reference to all the rock and soil research work they've done. Hearth and a fireplace, original fireplace, a marble hearth. A commemoration of the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence in May 20th, 1775, and 27 signs erected by North Carolina Society of Colonial Danes of America. Okay, here we have the state capitol.